Okay, I don't know what day it is on the van build, but I have to say it's been pretty demoralizing to be trying to make progress, almost making progress, making reverse progress, and then making a little bit of progress. Actually, I want to show you something that is progress, and it is so exciting. So the way I'm doing this van build is my dad used to be a woodworker. So we have this woodworking shop. And I park the van kind of out there. And then kind of work on it. And I sleep in this area. Sort of out here. Total mess, total disaster, but that's kind of the way it works. This, when my dad became a furniture maker, he intended it to be a showroom for his pieces of furniture, but he did a lot of commission work, so it just actually turned into a multi-purpose area. And yeah, so I am living in this area. While I get the spaceship, as I lovingly call her, up and running. I can show you the inside. So it's pretty messy right now. But, so, a couple things so far. Actually, this is probably the most innovative thing that I'm doing on the van. One of the more innovative things. It is an entire mini split heat pump mounted on the back door of this van. And I cannot tell you how much sort of engineering and calculating and figuring out how the best way to do this was, but first off, you'll see it's red, and I wanted it to look like it could potentially be some sort of contracting equipment, because I didn't want to draw attention to this van build. I wanted whoever is staying in it to have privacy and to not look like there's a mini split heat pump hanging off the back door of the van. So it took me a lot of different thinking and iterations to arrive at this design. It's pretty awesome. Basically, it is a strip of high density polyethylene that has been cut. I cut this on the bandsaw to perfectly form fit the edge of the van. That gave me a completely flat plane to work with. And then I TIG welded up this steel frame. I shot it with the same color red paint as the van itself. You look up the number and get the right paint, and so this is a perfect match to the van when it's clean. And yeah, and then the entire heating and cooling system for the van. I have to bring this around a little bit. But the entire heating and cooling system, I will say there's one downside to this. This door over here is, it can open the 270 degrees that the van does. But this one is now limited to the 90 degree angle. Basically because the only way to get a heat pump on here like this is to have this bracket on it, and if the door opened any further, it would just simply break this tail light and dent the van itself. So we were limited on how far we could go. It is a compromise, but I think it's a compromise that is totally worth it given how efficient these things are, first of all, and the quality of comfort that they provide. They're so accurate. Every moment of the day, the temperature can be almost exactly the what you hope it to be, and that theme actually carries on a lot. I think that when you're living in a small environment, making it a very enjoyable place to live is probably the most important thing you could do. So one of the themes so far has been, I think that a nice climate to live in is like one of the most, I would say one of the things that makes people happy in general is living in an environment that is not too cold for them and not too hot for them, but it just hits the sweet spot. So in addition to this amazing heat pump, which by the way, it's going to provide heat in the winter and cold in the summer. I've been building this van in the summer, and it's significantly, there's been a lot of heat, that's for sure. Then the ceiling, once again, is very well insulated. I have 2 layers of 8mm aerogel insulation. It has roughly the same insulative, heat conductive properties as polyiso styrofoam or a foam, insulation foam. But I just sort of geeked out on aerogel one day and decided that it'd be cool to make the insulation aerogel instead of polyiso. So I was able to get these really nice curves in here. Then we have the reflectix, and this is all in an effort to keep the inside of this van as just even keel, cozy in the winter and a safe haven in the summer, because I think that is one of the best ways that you can make somewhere that you want to be, is to make the ambient temperature and environment just really enjoyable to be in. So yeah, all right.